Alrighty traders, so today what I want to do right now is I want to give you an update across markets, silver, gold, the stock market, some stocks as well too. But I really want to focus on giving you the power to understanding these markets on the deepest level, so you can give yourself the best chances of not only having a successful trade, but a successful trading career. And I promise you, one of the biggest mistakes I'm still seeing to this day is they're getting in at the wrong time because they don't understand foundationally of how these markets really work. And that's what I want to share with you. I want to give you the power to having a good successful trading career, right? Because let me ask you a question. Do you want a successful trade? Yes. But do you want to be around for a long time making good money from the markets? Yes. Right. How do we set ourselves up so we're doing the right things for our trading that's going to give us the best chances of having a good win-loss ratio and the right time to be getting involved with it, right? So, class is in session here. So, let me teach you how these markets work. I'll bring up any chart from here, but I want to talk to you about the two different main phases that markets go through when they start to trend, okay? When they're trending in any environment. Like, there's a lot of times the market just goes sideways, right? And the market just doesn't do anything, right? So, for example, if you go back to gold, what was gold doing? Gold did nothing, right? Gold did absolutely nothing, right? There we go from there, right? So there are times when the market does sideways. But when the market starts to trend, there's different phases I want you to be thinking about. So firstly, always trade when the market is trending, right? And the market's going sideways like this, it's best not to get involved with it because you're probably going to get run over, right? So always when the market is trending. Now, here's the different two phases I want you to be thinking about in the markets. The market is like an energy field, an energy source, right? And the way these markets work as an energy source, I want you to think about this from a perspective of, you going to the gym, right? So, we're getting ready to go to the gym. We may have had, in my case, I've got a groin injury right now, and I've got a back injury. So what is the universe telling me right now when it comes to me going to the gym? John, you need to stop. Right? So I'm taking probably a week off, which I haven't done in a long time. The most days I've had off in a row is maybe 2. Most of the time it's 1 day and then I'm off, right? But by the time my back is good and my groin is good, I'm ready. I'm now getting ready to what? I'm now refueled, right? I've taken a lot of time off. Now, in that case, a lot of time off means what? I'm now well rested, ready to go for some moves in the gym. Maybe back to the boxing. You get the point, right? So, when it comes down to these markets here, I really want you to be thinking about this as a context of what I just said there, as in getting ready to go to the gym, right? So, I've been doing nothing for quite some time. The market's you've been doing nothing, right? Because you've been resting. Maybe you've got a sore back, you've been resting for a bit. Then suddenly what happens, now we're getting ready to go back into a training camp. Okay, let's call it a training camp, right? We're getting ready for a training camp. Bam, right? And the training camp starts and you start to train, right? First week, you're back, you're training hard, sometimes twice a day, cardio, running, right? You're on the training camp, getting ready for the fight, right? You're in the training camp. And what ends up happening, right? You start to use a lot of energy, right? Through that first week. Bam. You're using energy. But what happens after the first week? Sometimes maybe the first 2 weeks. What ends up happening after that time period? You start to get tired, right? So the coach says, okay, I can see you getting pretty tired. You see you getting pretty worn out. Let's actually bring it back a bit. Let's give you 1, maybe 2 days off training right now. Because you're getting pretty tired. And so what ends up happening, what? He now starts to go through a bit of a relaxation to what? Refuel. So he has 1 day off, 2 days off, refuels, right? He's maybe starting a 8-week training camp or a 12-week training camp, right? So he wants to make sure he's taking his time. He doesn't want to completely fry his system out straight away. But what he does do, right? He builds a lot of energy until what? Down the bottom here, right? He was down the bottom here. He was pretty was pretty fueled up, right? Up the top here, guess what? His energy source is starting to run out, right? The energy source, he's starting to run out of energy. Like, oh man, I just need to rest for a bit, right? I need to refuel, right? So this is called what? The energy using phase. They're using energy. Going to the gym, boxing, running, jogging, skipping, strength training. Here we go. Using energy. And then a period of time, you're like, oh, coach, man, I'm getting pretty tired. All right, here's a few days off. Make sure you eat some good food. Eat some high quality food. Maybe increase your carbs. Let your body refuel. Let your body reset. Let your body suck up all those carbs, all that nutrition. Get some good night's sleep. And then guess what? And then you're now getting ready for what? You're now refueled, right? You've been eating some carbs, getting some good night's sleep. Maybe have a few naps throughout the day, right? You're now going through that process. You're now what? Building energy. And then we go through what? Another week or so, right? Of using energy. And then after that period of time, there comes a period of time where what happened? You know, you've been going, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. You've been having your days off through there, but maybe the coach says, okay, maybe we need a deload week. You can train, but you know, we have a deload week. Or maybe just, take another more, take another few days off. Take 2 days off in a row. Let your body reset, or maybe it's a deload week where you're training, but you're not training really hard. So let your body recover and reset. And now you go through what? The energy building phase, right? So let me ask you a question, okay? The energy using phase, bam. The energy building phase, what? Comes after the energy using phase. So if the market's been going in, when the energy using phase, when the market is moving in a direction up or down, right? This here, when the market is like completely just flat, it's just resting. Maybe like me, you snapped your shit up, right? You need to calm down for a few weeks, John. Calm down. Stop working out, right? Let your body reset. Okay. Right? And then guess what? After my back, now, and this is what's going to happen. Guess what? After my back is now starting to get a lot better, right? My back's getting a lot better, my groin's getting a lot better, and I've had maybe a week off, maybe a couple of weeks off. Guess what? My body's saying, thank you. You haven't taken a week off in 2 years, John. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Here we go. I'm refueled, and now I'm ready to release the energy through here. But there's a period of time where I'm going to now start to go through that, okay, I'm tired and I need to get ready to go again, right? And then after a few days off, rest, I'm now refueled, I'm built the energy up, and away we go again. So let me ask you a question. If this is using energy through here, right? And let's just say, for example, I'm using energy and using this as a market perspective now. I'm wrapping this around to how the markets work. Right, the market's going up, market's going up, right? It's what? It's now using a lot of energy to go up. But inevitably, what is going to happen? We're going to go through an energy building phase. This is where a lot of traders get it wrong. Okay? They wait for the market to go up, sometimes for a few weeks to a month. They say, oh my goodness, this is going up, here we go. And they start to look to enter around here somewhere. And you don't know the exact topic, it'll keep going up like that, but inevitably what's going to happen, we're going to have to go through an energy building phase, and then maybe we get something like that for a few weeks, maybe even for a month, and then we get going again. So what a lot of traders do, what a lot of traders get wrong is they're getting in after the market's already made a really big move. And I'm seeing this right now when it comes to Barber, right? It's one of the big things I'm talking about when it comes to this, because Barber's doing this. But this is how markets work. So ask yourself, whenever you're looking at any market out there, ask yourself, have we been using energy, meaning going up or going down, for quite some time, maybe for a few weeks? If so, that's a bad time to get involved with that market, meaning for an actual trading opportunity. Why? Because if I'm looking to go long here, if this is a tank of fuel, or this is my energy source, I'm on 100 here. I'm carved up, I'm rested up, I'm stretched up, I'm ready to go. Here we go. But up here is 0, where it's like, no more, coach, no more. Give me some time off. If that's 0, then you probably maybe have 20% of your tank left, and this is when you're getting involved with the markets. AKA, you're trying to get in here, hoping for another really big move. When that's not how markets work. They go through the energy using phase, and then this is where, if the market's been going up for a while, using energy, it's the worst time to get in, because there's going to be an energy building phase come soon, and you're probably getting in at the end of that energy using phase, right? And then we go through an energy building phase. One of the biggest mistakes that I'm seeing right now in most traders is they're getting in after it's been going up for quite some time. The best time to be getting involved with something, now with these energy building phases, I like the energy building phases when the market goes up and we've been using the energy using phase. I like the energy building phases for when we do something like this, right? We're just going sideways. But it's also what? Going through an energy building phase. So there's two different phases. There's the energy using, and then there's the energy building. And then after the energy building, and the energy building is now finished, we're now getting ready for what? Another energy using phase, which is a directional move. Sideways, a pullback, or a drop against the actual trend, which is a pullback, right? This here is what's called an energy building phase. And they go through cycles. We go through energy using, then energy building. And then after the energy is built, we now go through an energy using. If we just look at gold here right now, you see how this works time and time and time again, right? Now again, this is how markets work when they trend. When the market doesn't do nothing for a few years, this is it just completely taking time off. I need to completely reset. I've just done a 12-week in high intense in drilling, session for my UFC fight or my boxing fight. I need to take a few months off to really just to let my body reset, because my body's beaten up. I need to take some. That's what that is, right? But when the market starts to trend, when the market starts to move, guess what? What do? The market goes through phases. What is that? The market goes through an energy using phase, and then into an energy building phase, and then an energy using phase, and then an energy building phase, and then an energy using phase, and then an energy building phase. And now guess what's happening now? Now we're going through an energy using phase, right? But the problem with what I'm seeing here is the best time to get in on a trade is firstly, after we've built the energy to go for the move in the first place. People are using energy, and this could be like 2, 3, 4 weeks. And then they start, this thing's going. And this has been gone for 2 weeks. And then they start to look to enter here because it's going up, it's breaking up, it's taking off. Here we go. And it's the wrong time to look for a trade. Why? Because if it's been using a lot of energy for quite some time, what is going to come just around the corner? The energy building phase. And then you're left hanging the bag because you bought it at the top, right? And then you say the market's rigged and blah, blah, blah. No, because you're not completely understanding how these markets work. I'm showing you, I'm teaching you step by step how to identify this so you're not getting in on after the move up. When's the best time to look for a trade? It is what? It is right here after we've built a lot of energy and now we're getting ready to go for another move. Now we're getting ready to go for another move. Now we're getting ready to go for another move. It's as we go sideways and it breaks up and we have a nice move up. Sideways, building energy, and as it's been building energy, as we start to break up, that's when we look for a trade. We don't look for a trade. The worst thing to do, the absolute worst thing to do is start to look for a trade here, or look for a trade here, or possibly even look for a trade on gold right now. Look for a good trade opportunity. Why? Because if you're trying, remember, the idea is what? We're trying to capitalize on a big profit. But if we know we've been using energy all this time to make gold go up, guess what? Now for a trading opportunity. You guys that are long-term investors, buy and hold, don't be looking at my short-term technical. This is technical analysis, right? Not long-term buy and hold stuff, right? It's like some people are like, John, I'm a long-term investor. Should I sell? I'm like, I'm talking about short-term swings here. Who knows what's going to happen in two years time frame? You're an investor, right? But I'm trying to show you, in any market you're getting involved with, I promise you this. Wait for the energy building phase first, then try to get into it. Don't have the energy building phase and then let the market take off for 2 weeks and then you start to enter. Because inevitably, what's going to happen? Again, this even happened on the daily charts, right? Look at this here. It's just how markets work, right, guys? Right, look at this here. It goes up for a bit, then we get a pullback. We go up for a bit, we get a sideways move. We go up for a bit. See what I'm saying here? It's like we inevitably go through these periods through here, through here, through here. Oh, no. Through here. But a lot of traders, what are they doing? They're trying to enter here, they're trying to enter here, and they wonder why they're getting whipsawed out of the markets, because you're getting in at the wrong time. So no matter what you're doing, no matter when I'm looking at a market, if I'm looking at a market to trade, we're looking for the best chance of getting in on something that's not going to make a big move. If we understand the concept of energy using energy building, if the market's been using a lot of energy, it's been going up for quite some time, just like gold has been. And I know some of you guys are going to say, shut up, John, gold's going to keep going up. Don't be a moron. Don't be a moron. Why? Tell me ever in history where any market just keeps going straight up and we keep doing this. It does not happen. Be smart. Be smart about the way you're trading. Oh, John, gold's just going to keep going up to 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. It's just going to go straight to the moon. No, it's not. No, it's not. Now, yes, you're going to get that 2% of the time, that one stock that just keeps going to the moon. That's not probability long term. Remember, we're looking to have foundations of how these markets work long term. Right? And again, that's first thing in the description there, guys. Go get access to my free trading course. I'll teach you everything I know about these markets here. But I'm teaching you one simple thing here to get you on this. Right? So you know yourself, if you look at our gold right now, yeah, gold could have a little bit more upside, but we may be, if you look at this level here, what have we been doing all this time? We're going up. What's this? Using energy. So if I'm looking at a tank of fuel, we may only have about 20% left in the fuel tank. It may do something like that, but we're running on empty. Remember, we're trying to get into trades that's likely to make a big move, not a small profit. Stop looking for small profits. Try to get into trades that's likely to last a few weeks or a few months. That's how you make big profits, right? Big profits come from big moves, and big moves take time, right? You want a big profit out of the markets? Stop getting in and getting out, getting in and getting out, getting in, and stop that little bullshit. No, right? Wait for the market to give us a good probability after the energy building phase happens for a while, then jump on the move. Energy building phase for a while, then jump on the move. So some people are getting in right now, and you're like, you get in right now and the market goes up. Yes, I got it right. Stop that. Stop that right now. What I'm talking about is we'll look for opportunities that is likely to make big moves in the markets. That's how, stop looking for small little profits. I'm seeing some people like get in today and get out tomorrow and day trading and all this sort of stuff and lots of trading. No, right? You want to make a big profit this year? Look and identify those trades that's likely to make big moves in the markets. Get in and hold it for a few weeks. Hold it for a few months and capitalize on a big profit on one trade, not 100 trades. I'd rather get in one really good trade, hold it for a month, make a really big profit, than jump in 20 trades and look for small profits. You know who's going to make more money, right? The person who takes one trade. And the purpose of me bringing this up to here, the purpose of me bringing this up to you guys here right now is this. If we look at any market out there, ask what sort of phase we're in. This is gold through here. This is silver through here. Silver is pretty much in no man's land right now. It's going up, going down, going up. There's really no one in control right now. So that's what's happening through there. If we go through the mining sector, right? Look what sort of phase has the mining sector been in? Has it been in an energy using phase or an energy building phase? What is all this? That's a big move since the start of the year, right? We're talking like a month and a half of upward movement. Guess what? That's using energy. What do we know of how markets work? We're never going to get what? We're never going to get a pullback, a drop, or maybe a sideways period, because that's how markets work. Oh, shut up, John, the market's going to keep going up. Okay, let's look at the truth. Be truthful about this shit. Go back in time and tell me when the market just keeps going up and up and up without getting a pullback. And as you can see, what inevitably happens all the time, when we do get big moves, we end up getting a pullback to the moving average. Pull back to the moving average. Down, pull back to the moving average. Down, pull back, down, pull back, down, pull back, down. Up, pull back, down, pull back, down, pull back, down, up, pull back, down, pull back, down, pull back, up. So if we're going to go up, we may go up a little bit more, but we're never going to get a pullback and wait for the moving average to catch up, because as you can see, what happens, my 52 moving average, the market, even if it goes through a nice move, and inevitably goes through these pullbacks here, pullbacks, we end up pulling back towards the moving average. And if we get too far away from the moving average, now we know we've done too much energy using phase, because now it's too much stretched. And inevitably, what happens to the market? Look at any market. We end up pulling back towards the moving average to refuel energy building. And then guess what happens? And we're getting ready to go for another move, right? So wait for that. So any market you're looking at there, any market. Let's look at the Dow Jones here. What's the Dow Jones? Is the Dow Jones been in an energy using phase or an energy building phase? Remember, market moving in one direction, that's now using energy. Market going sideways, building energy. So if the market is in two phases, we go through building energy or using energy, and we go through building energy. And after the building energy is now complete, guess what happens? We now go back through another energy using phase. And the market just goes through another move from there, right? NASDAQ. What sort of phase has the NASDAQ been in for the last 3 months? Sideways. What is sideways? Sideways is what? Energy building. So what's going to come next? Energy using. It's just how much. Now, it just. Energy using, energy building. Energy using, energy building, energy using, energy building, energy using, energy building. Guess what's going to come next? So once you understand the phases you're in, one, if we're in this energy building phase, guess what we're getting ready for? Another energy using phase, which means what? A movement in the market. And guess what that means? Potentially getting in on the next move. Looking for a good trading opportunity, right? This is what I'm teaching you here is rule number 3 in my trading system. That's why my trading system is so powerful, right? Go back to the S&P 500, right? What's the S&P 500 been doing all this time? All this time through here? Energy what? Energy building. And especially the last what? The last few weeks. Look at that sideways period. So we've been doing this for 3 months. What's going to come next? Do you see what I'm saying here, right? It's actually not that complicated. Especially when we're in a trending environment like we are right now, the market goes through phases. It goes through an energy using, then it goes through energy building. And once the energy using, the reason why I get excited about the energy building, because guess what? The energy using phase is going to happen soon, and we're getting ready for another move. And most of the time, that move is with the overall trend, right? And then we have, and look at this here. Look at, now the Russell here is a bit different here because it's really just sideways. So, but we are just going sideways through here, just building a lot of energy. We could be getting ready for a nice move up. So anyway, traders, now really wanted to share that with you. If you just utilize this here, guys, right? And this is where or one of the things I was thinking about was Barber. Some people were saying, John, Barber looks amazing. It's breaking up. Again, look at how markets, how do they work? Stop looking at your stupid indicators. They're not doing anything good for you. Squeeze Barber up and tell me what happens. Does Barber just keep going up and up and up and up and up and up? No, what happens? What happens here? We go through an energy what? An energy using phase. And inevitably what happens? We're going to go through what? An energy building phase. Look where we are right now with Barber. Right? We have just made what? We have gone up 60% in a month and a half. Straight up. Energy using phase. What's going to come soon? An energy building phase. Is that going to be sideways? Is it going to be a drop? We don't know. But this is the worst time to be looking at getting into a trade. Why? Because we've already been using a lot of energy. There's a high probability. Yes, it may do something like that and you're a legend, but then it does that on you for the next four weeks. And you're like, oh, whatever. Right? Just be smart. Look at the truth. Look at the charts. Look at the market. How does the market work? Right? We go up and down and up and down, 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 up, even in down, 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 up and down, up, pull back, and up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So if we've been going up and up and up and up and up and up for a while, and we know the market goes up and down, there's going to be a bit of a down bit through here, and then maybe go up and up and up and down, up and down. Right? Looking for trading opportunities. This is for you long-term investors. This has nothing to do with you. This is people that are looking to trade, get in, hold it for a bit, make a bit of money. Or make some good money, and that's how you can generate a really nice move from there. So that's what I wanted to share with you there, guys. Traders, I promise you, just stick with what I'm teaching here right now, okay? If you do need some help, two things. One, get access to that free trading course. Or two, if you'd like to get more personal coaching with me every single week for the rest of this year, then that second link in the description there, guys. Click on that, fill out the application form, and I'll personally call you to see if you're a good fit for what I'm looking for.